Hola a todos. Okay. I wanted to come on here because first I want to show you this awesome shirt that a fan gave me. Check it out. It's like my new favorite shirt. And I got a letter. It's in English, so I'm going to read it in English because it's literally just made me cry. This letter is so awesome. Okay, I just want to share it with you guys. I don't know if she wants me to share it, but her name is Carly, and I'm going to share it anyway because it's just so awesome. Okay. Dear Drake, this is just, I just want to share it because, like, this is just why you make music and what the whole point is, you know? It's just, this stuff is so awesome. Dear Drake, I'd like to begin saying I've missed you so much. Please forgive my grammar and spelling mistakes, which she doesn't make very many of. I'm writing this to the best of my knowledge, and when I get inspired, I tend to forget structures from one language to another and end up making words up, hoping it will be understood. Well, it was very understood. I'm very excited for your return. I know you visited last year where I had the opportunity to meet you for the first time since I started being your fan, but it was a very short concert, and we weren't even allowed in the front part of the venue because it was a private party, and the concerts you gave in other states were in private nightclubs too. I'm very pleased this time you will play here and with a band. Well, if I remember correctly, you've always played with a band, at least in all of your Guadalajara shows. But the last full concert you gave here was 6 years ago. 6 years ago, wow. It's such a bummer I will never get the chance to attend a The Lost Album Tour kind of concert or something like it, but on the other hand, I am also delighted with your new songs. I love that they sound like something I haven't heard in a previous album, but at the same time, still very familiar. The general structure of your songs the general structure of songs are definitely an evolved and more complex version of your music style. It's very you, with the perfect dose of rock and eccentricity in a good way. It's just that maybe I don't pay too much attention to other singers' songs as much as I do with all of your work, and I don't know how it's called technically speaking, but your songs are very immersive. They make me feel like I'm inside a bubble and I can get to experience my senses more vividly into a strange world where you put sounds that don't seem to make sense there, but you make it work so well. I just want other performers to do the same thing, but I guess it's too much to ask. It comes so naturally for you. It's like creativity flows so easy to you. A big percentage of singers probably don't get that involved in the creative process like you do. You have set the bar too high, and sometimes it's almost impossible for me to even like contemporary music. It sounds like it's lacking so much in vocals, composition, and even the most basic aspect of it. Please never stop creating music. I understand it's difficult without proper resources and connections, but even those Instagram mini concerts you make change my day completely, for good, so much brighter, mine and many others' lives too. The effort you put into everything you make is very inspiring. All your suffering, all the little things you do, you may not think we notice, but we do. We care about you, your suffering, your pain. I wish I could do more to make it better. I'm not talking about money here. I meant mentally and emotionally. You've always been such a bright, strong light in my life that it gets to affect me. What I've seen you go through and what you don't show or talk about, it's heartbreaking to see someone like you whose smile has always been taken for granted, have it fade away and see those eyes that sparkle with joy to be filled with sadness. I just hope there's people in your life that support you through difficult times. I respect and understand your motives to go away from public life. I guess life always gives us opportunities for growing. I'm proud and happy to see your beautiful soul has prevailed after everything. I want to send you a big hug for that lovely heart you've always opened up for us when you perform, where you show, let me translate that, where you show us a bit of your thoughts, life, and feelings. I'm saying this from the perspective of the adult woman I am now. When I started being your fan, I was 14, and of course, I didn't understand what they meant, my lyrics. Not for the language, but because I was too young, I had not experienced much yet. I was starting to find my identity, what I believed in, and I think that's one thing that got me to fall for your music, your perspective of the world. You've always tried to stay true to yourself and keep things real, straightforward, and honest. Ever since that 2008 concert, that was so amazing. Very hard to beat. The band, the sound, the performance, everything was perfect. I always go back to the DVD you recorded from that tour. It brings back such great memories. It was the first time I ever attended a concert, and here I am, still craving for more. Every concert of yours I've been at has been special in a different way, but I can always count on the great quality of yours. On the great quality I'm getting from your performance so candid and so genuine. It's always worth the waiting in line, those long hours under the sun. I love that fans meet up again. We share stories. We sing along to your songs. The excitement increases as the time starts to show, as the time to start the show gets closer. I don't even remember eating or going to the bathroom on concert days. Queuing for your concert, getting in line for your concerts has always been a serious matter. Haha. People always get mad when it's time to enter the venue. I remember when I went to Mexico City for the Ugly Sweaters Christmas concert, it was very cold, and I got there at 10 in the morning. There were already about 50 people saving their spots for that show. I admit here people aren't that committed because in 2016 you gave a concert in this same venue. I got here at 6 a.m. And even the cleaning staff that were there to pick up the trash from the event the night before got there after me and even asked why I was there so early, alone. I didn't have the heart to tell them I was there for that night's concert that would start in about 15 hours. But, believe it or not, about 20 minutes later, another fan arrived, and we've been concert fans ever since. We are equally crazy in a good way, I think. Oh man, the things we do to get a glimpse of you. I've gotten pushed, stepped on, and had my body crushed in the crowd, very rave style, just to be in the front row. Your fans are hardcore, man. That one time you sang in a park, I was at the front next to the fence, and mid-concert you jumped off stage. People went crazy and started pushing from the back. The protection started to fall off. I don't know if you noticed, but we could have been severely injured if we hadn't pulled that back to a place with all of our strength. We missed the high five opportunity to avoid that. We love you, man. People that aren't even big fans get that crazy for you. That's the reaction you make on people. You always leave people wanting more because you spoil us, giving us so much, the best quality performances, even with limited resources. You give it all, and I appreciate that very much. I don't know how you can make songs sound even better live, even in awful conditions under those hot lamps and without proper ventilation. You always make the whole experience very memorable. Your dedication, the feelings you recall when you sing, the joy you make me feel. I always shed happy tears when you sing. Your soul presence, your energy, and the vibe you create around you is so authentic. It makes those moments my happy place to go back to when I feel sad. Don't let words of small, unhappy people change that beautiful energy you create. This girl can write. Don't let words of small, unhappy people change that beautiful energy you radiate to the people that look forward to what you do, that see beyond what is said or whatever. You'll always have me, us. We don't take you for granted. We love you and always want the best for you because you inspire us on our daily lives and give us the motivation to keep up. Know that you have us, our love, our best wishes, and we will support you on your decision for your professional life and career-wise always. I adore you. I admire the strength you've shown this time you've been away from the public eye. I believe it is a wise choice to follow the path you are following. I trust you can shape your future for the better. Surround yourself with healthy, happy, good people to strive for improvement, not only work-related, but spiritually and mentally. You have always endured moments in your life most of us will never have gone through. The courage you have, the way you always overcome challenges in life the courage you have, the way you've always overcome the challenges life has put you through speaks highly of who you are as a person. I say this not as a fan just trying to say nice things. I've never been the one that sugarcoats what I say to get people to like me. I'm actually quite the opposite of that. And I can honestly say that after all these years following your life and career, I've never been more confident on how I feel about being your fan. That all the things you are have truly come out, and it has not been disappointing at all. It's all the way around. It's the other way around, actually. Your core values, how persistent you are, the fighter you've always been has given me strength and inspired me to find my own way, to stick to what I believe in, and don't let others change me just to fit in or seek validation. To pursue what I feel passionate about and just try to live the things that make me happy. Thanks for taking part in that role in my life. Even if it's just from the distance, you mean a lot to me, and I will continue to be your fan for as long as I can. What you create is more than just music. It's relief and happiness to the soul. Wow, that's so nice. Well, gracias, Carly. Muchísimas gracias. Saludos, Uruguay. Uruguay. Saludos. That is definitely a letter that I will never lose. No perdí. Nunca. Oh, gracias, Ale. Yeah, it's been a crazy few years, but it's just so nice to be out on the road again and making music and playing with a band. And I have just such an amazing band right now. The musicians are just so good. We've been giving just great concerts, and the fans have just been incredible. Yeah, I just want to thank all of you guys from the bottom of my heart and just tell you how much it means to me that just how much it means to me that I can still continue to share my music and my words and my thoughts and translate that into song, and that you all are still showing up, and it's just awesome. It's just so awesome. There was a kid in the front row of one of the shows in Mexico City, and I mean, songs that I haven't even released yet. I guess maybe he sees me playing them on my lives or something, but I mean, he was in the front row and he was just singing every single lyric to all of the new songs, and it's just, you know, when you're sitting in your room and you're writing these songs and bearing your soul, and, you know, because all of my songs really come from life and what I'm going through, circumstances, and you know, it's not that I try to be honest in my music, but it's just that's all that I know how to write, you know, and so it's just so wild to, you know, start playing a song that you were just writing sort of as a journal entry, and then someone in a completely other country that, you know, obviously English is not their first language, but they're sitting there in the front row and singing every lyric. It just is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Cut your hair. I know, I need a haircut. I'm in Mexico. I'll cut my hair when I get back home. I'm going to get a haircut when I get back home. But no, anyway, all right, that took me out of it. All right, thank you for... I know, I was getting a little emotional here, so thanks for pulling me out of it. Anyway, we are going to go eat, and I'm so excited to play for everyone tonight. Estoy muy emocionado de estar aquí. Just emocionado de a tocar mi nuevo canciones para ti, and yeah, and I love my new shirt because it's awesome. I think this could be awesome new merch. Check it out. I mean, come on. It's my new Hawaii shirt. All right, I gotta get going because my band is probably hungry, and tengo hambre también. And we are in... Estoy aquí en Guadalajara. Y entonces quiero comer tortas aquí en Guadalajara. Tortas. So yeah, so we're gonna go eat some. We are playing some songs from the Lost album. I might add a couple in there tonight. We added All Alone at the Disco last night. That went really well. And so, yeah, this is Tortas Ahogadas. Tortas Ahogadas. Tortas Ahogadas. That's what we're going to eat today. And yeah. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll catch you later.